What's going on, everyone? Chris Bushman back with NFGL Live, and we have something else set up here today. That being let's see if I face in this way, so it should be over there, the Commodore 64, and not just like, rando Commodore 64, like oh no, Vantage, you go away now. We don't need that right now. But not just like a HDMI doodad, like the mini C64 and all that, but my actual real hardware Commodore 64, Nintendo 64, as Sam puts it. But yeah, I actually got this on my garage. It was all covered in dirt from a previous garage accident, and getting all cleaned up. I've been messing around with it more down here in the gaming basement, getting ready to probably do some football stuff, including, perhaps spoilers coming up, John Madden football on the Commodore 64, the OG first Madden. Not like the first iteration of this particular version, because that would have been on the Apple II and DOS, I think. It was later ported over to the C64, but still, OG Madden. And we'll probably fire this up tonight too, just to give a little look-see at it. But yeah, so I figured that's what we do tonight, is a little bit of Commodore 64 stuff, sort of a pre-Maddening, and back into the Madden stream, starting from the very beginning, as well as going over some other football games. So let's kind of take a peek at that now a little bit, see what we got for football games. So, through various awesome gifting in the past, I have now a huge pile of Commodore 64 American football games. This includes Software Simulations football. Boop, comes in this nice little pull-out box, like a roll-top desk. A really thick manual, because there's a little bit to this simulation. But yeah, most of these are on 5 1/4 floppies, which is handy because my drive is 5 1/4, and I don't have my data set drive working yet. So we got football. We have touchdown football from iMagic, which I actually have two versions of this, or two copies, and two different kinds of packaging, but it's probably the closest to a arcadey football game we're going to have out of the bunch here, I do believe. We have one that I'm pretty excited about, which is an Avalon Hill game. Avalon Hill released Super Bowl Sunday, which again it has some action aspects to it, but there is a lot of sort of simulated play calling and stats involved with that. We have some ones that are sealed that I haven't really touched yet. That includes GFL Championship Football, which is this guy here. The name Scott Orr sounds familiar, but it's created by Dennis Kirsch, Mark Madland, and Scott Orr. I don't know where that name comes from, though. I don't think that was related to John Madden football, was it? No, that was Robin Antonik, I think. But anyway, so GFL Championship Football. That's another big one there. We have some kind of John. There is no NFL Blitz for the C64. Sorry, folks. Womp womp. But we do have John Elway's quarterback. Oh. Which looks like could be approachable. We might try this out based on an arcade machine, I guess. So probably the closest thing to the most approachable. We'll find out of the bunch. And the ABC Monday Night Football by Data East Sports. Ha ha ha. With match and the prize symbol shown here exactly matches the prize symbol shown in the Data East MVP Sweepstakes Sports game pieces. You win the prize indicated. So you know what? Let's try Monday Night Football out first, because there could be a prize. Who wants to win a prize? I do. Let's find out. So we're going to open you up and see if we win the prize. Boop, boop, scooty bop. And yeah, so I ended up servicing my Commodore 1541 floppy drive. It got caked in dirt also, but ended up, let's see here, I lubricated the rails in it, the motor that drives the movement of the eye going back and forth. I cleaned up the actual magnetic head on there that reads discs. We went the whole 9 yards on that. So the joystick is required. Good thing I have 2 joysticks. But this is a sealed game now. Now unsealed. We have our Monday Night Football instruction guide. A little bit of rust in the staples, but actually looks pretty good otherwise. We have instructions for the Commodore 64 specifically. Boop. And then we have our free ticket to Nonstop Sports Action, which this was a free membership to USA Today Sports Center. And it gives me a member handle number and a password. Huh. Interesting. All kinds of fun goodies, I guess. No one bought this? What? Who wouldn't buy this? Let's see here. We have system requirements, how to get started specifically on this Commodore 64. Because a lot of times it'd have maybe a generic. Here's our floppy. Good thing it's floppy because that is just laying in the box without any protection. Do I not have my... Where's my game pieces there? I was promised game pieces from Data East, and I don't see any of them matching or anything of the sort. So what the heck? I thought I was going to win a prize, guys. Where is my golden ticket? Or did someone snipe that out of here? Has it been sniped? Or did you lie to me? What the heck? This is probably more important than actually playing the game and having fun. Is the sweepstakes that is no longer valid and all of that. Not there. Certainly not in here. I don't think they gave me a sweepstakes doodad hoopananny. Well, how about that? Ain't that just a bee? Well, oh well, we're going to load this floppy up, so it says camera number 1, ha ha ha, because it's a TV production. But yeah, I anticipate this is going to be, I'm writing an angry letter, yeah, no doubt. I anticipate this will be probably instructions for the Apple II or DOS or something, and then you kind of just read the instructions for the Commodore separately of like, hey, when you see this, actually do this. So we get the floppy in. Okay. And also, let me know how the levels of the audio are for the game, as well as how the game looks. I think the footage should look pretty good. We're using S-Video for the stream right now. Lodestar 8.1, got it. Loading. Excellent. Yeah, I thought it looked pretty good when I was peeking at the preview. Data East. All snap. The game will load and Frank Gifford will welcome you to the action. So I should be anticipating some audio. Season Ticket Productions. Oh yeah. Yeah, composite video and S-Video beat the crap out of RF all day long. All day long. Data East MVP Sports.
Data East presents.
Ooh. Data East presents.
An ABC Sports presentation.
Sweet. This audio is exactly what I wanted. Go, floppy drive, go.
Monday Night Football.
Yes. Yes. It looks really good. Glad the audio is solid. Cause I can't.
Password, please.
Oh, passcode 12. Okay, this is the. Okay, I probably looked at the real instruction book for the DRM. Let's see here. Purchase this, ball zips, da da da. The history of Monday Night Football. Oh, I think I know what this is. There's like jersey numbers at the bottom of each page. So let's go to page 12. And they have a dark number, which would be hard to copy. This would be 41.
Rock and roll.
Bam. Got it. See, I just had to logic it out.
Hello, everyone. I'm Frank Gifford, along with Al Michaels and Dan Deardorff. Let's go down to the field for the starting action.
Yeah, start this action. Yes, please. Okay. Yeah, keep in mind that the 1541 drive is not a double-sided drive, so you gotta flip these discs. Let's see, game setup. These all sound reasonable. I'm playing on my Atari Flashback joystick. I have my Commodore controller, my Amiga controller here too, but that's in port 2. There are some games that use port 2 instead of port 1. We're going to do practice because I've never played this before and I haven't read the manual. And the manual is many, many pages long. So, yeah. A little bit of what you call learning. I have also found a basic copy, or a copy of the basic code for one of the earliest American football games, which was on a... what's the name of the college? I forget. Was it Richmond? I forget, but it's like some Ivy League timeshare system. They had like a text-only American football game. So there's a copy of that flying around the web. And I might just try loading it up on here. This version of BASIC should have all the syntax needed for that application, because it was based on some earlier versions of BASIC that were like at least Apple II compatible. And BASIC running on Commodore 64 should be more than capable of handling that code. There wasn't anything super system specific really going on. In terms of bringing it onto the system, I'd rather not have to type it out because it's like over 1,000 lines. I'd rather just copy paste it onto something and bring it on as like a disk image. But we'll see what I do there. Team selection, you select from teams in 28 cities, just like the pros. Move the joystick up and down to move the cursor. Which I may not do that if I'm doing practice. Let's see here. So, how would I select these here? So some notes for playing this on the Commodore 64. Unlike the IBM PC version, Commodore's team modification utility does not allow you to select or change team colors. Teams are blue or red. I'm sure because of limitations of the system. There are no animated referees on the Commodore. Penalties and scores are called out with text on the screen describing the officials' calls. On both offense and defense, the uniform of the player you're controlling at any moment changes color. For example, when your team has blue uniforms, the uniform of the player you control will become very light blue. If your team wears red, you'll be wearing a purple uniform. On both offense and defense, the player you control has a yellow triangle icon above him. When it's a potential receiver you're controlling, the triangle icon will flash. That's pretty much it. Okay, so what do we do for play selection? And a lot of these manuals too, especially with the earlier football games, they go into the actual formations and what they're there for. Just because usually people who are playing these games may not have that much exposure to football previously. And when you look at back, before where we're at now even, there's probably less exposure to the NFL. I mean, you certainly have, what you would call coverage, television coverage and all that. But still, it's not going to be quite the same as what we have now, which is a saturation of football. But how do I select a play? Let's find out in my thick manual of a game I loaded up and I didn't really look at the controls yet. Okay, so there's a play selection section here. I guess what if I do, that may not have been it. The screen comes up before every play, so both offense and defense players can decide what they want to use. On the upper right and lower right corners of the play section, there are two helmets of each color. Your helmet will be your team's color. Your opponent wears the opponent's helmet. We word offense, defense. Toggle clicks down until you pick a play. If you don't see it in time, the penalty is 5 yards. Okay. So it explains what the plays are. Play you select will not be highlighted on the screen. Oh, what I just picked. Maybe it's just kicking off right now. Wow, it's good defense, boys. Just really gonna give up a punt return right away, huh? Wow. Wow. That didn't take long. Good to know. Well, technically they were saying the quarterback was kicking. I'm like, what? Mm-mm. Now it's just embarrassing. I feel embarrassed. I guess now I will be receiving the kick. Maybe? See, Data East, you got me all excited because you're like, hey, there's a raffle. You can win a prize. And I'm like, ooh, I better open this one up first. Here we are.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah! What a kick. I like the use of camera angles and such in this, I will say. Really want to have that TV feel. I mean, the game runs. Looks nice. I don't know how to control it yet. Hopefully we'll get there and then I can give it a spin. I hope. That'd be cool. I'd be down for that. Ooh, boy. And with this kind of machine too, unless it's on a cartridge, it's going to take a while to load and access data, especially from the floppy drive. So it is what it is, friends. That's okay. This is kind of the reality of doing real hardware on the Commodore 64. I'm sure the C64 Mini probably has some similar, like, if it's doing disk access in its emulator. Actually, I wonder, excuse me, how much faster it is. I'm sure it's faster than the physical disk reading, of course, but I don't know how much it would have to actually need to keep some of that latency there for disk reads. If there's anything funky happening with, say, how that works. Okay, I'm on up there now. Uh-huh. Alright. Is it long? Did I throw it? I guess I threw it. Try the short pass. Boop. Intentional grounding. Oh, how do I pass? Let's see if I can find a running play instead. I tried going for a quarterback keeper there. Not so much. I think this should be medium. Yeah, not surprised. I mean, yeah. But how do we pass? We can at least do that. That's how you do running. Running. So I hold down the pass button and then use my joystick to select the receiver. Okay, so if I'm doing, say, a short pass here. Okay, interesting. So I hold on the pass button, I scroll through the different player helmets on the bottom, and then I have to let go and I guess press the pass button again to pass it to them. So we're going to go for a long pass here. Got halfback, fullback, left wide receiver, tight end, and right wide receiver. That was a run play, I guess. Oh, that wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Personal foul. Defense. Come on, defense. What are you doing that for? I don't know if it's a run play or a... This should be the medium play here. Did that pass him to him? Did I go to my fullback? I don't know if it did or not. Yeah, overall, it's been tough to see what's going on right away. That's at least a quick look at Monday Night Football. We can just cut that there. Just go ahead. I'm not going to box it up right away, but at least kind of get it all together. But next here, we're going to spice up a bit with a game I know is good. It's actually a port of, I think it's called Cannonball or something like that. Anyway, it's some sort of, I think, indie game, maybe a mobile game that was ported over way back in 2011, I think it said, yeah, to Commodore 64. So you're constantly running. You got to jump obstacles. Constantly speed up, which makes it, well, you get more points as you speed up because the further you run, more points you get. It also makes it harder to predict where you need to jump, and then there's some obstacles that may be impossible to jump because you'll be jumping too far with how fast you're going, or impossible to jump across because you're going too slow, like that. And the music's pretty rad. So I think this is kind of a better example of more contemporary understanding of the Commodore 64 hardware. And it's also a pretty simple game to play, so it's not trying to like actively compete with the games of day and age of the system, whereas gotta make simulations, gotta have that big game. Now they can have a small game here that's just, I don't want to say a throwaway, but it's more of a can we do it sort of thing with translating modern game stuff, and even if it be like a small form game. I'm not trying to make a space sim or... I think the obstacles are procedurally generated as well as the gaps. Yeah. So yeah, it's never the same path. It's a pretty cool accomplishment. Even like doing that little shake sort of deal at the beginning, it's a really nice touch. And I believe this runs a little bit faster on this particular kind of Commodore 64 because it's an NTSC Commodore 64, and this was originally coded for a PAL system, I believe, which is a common issue with a lot of these microcomputers, especially the Commodore stuff, because it's so huge in the UK. So there's a lot of cool, rad things made in the UK, but it's assuming you have a PAL system, so timing is off. I don't think the Commodore 64 itself has an internal timer. And at least with it's the timing of the console, I believe, would then be tied to the refresh rate of the video signal. And it's 50 hertz for PAL and 60 for NTSC, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. It's more or less an older homebrew game for the C64. And just a cartridge, pop it in, it goes. Once I get the data set deck going, there's some other tapes that whoever had this last, they saved a bunch of games, I guess. So I get to I like to check those out to see what all was actually on them. Yeah, so at a clock, then at least game speed could be tied to that consistently instead of something else like like whatever crystals used for the eventual refresh rate of the image for the video out, or in other systems like CPU speed, like at the Apple II, which then, you overclock that, then everything gets, out of whack. Things like that. Ah. I suppose I can. I never looked into it, but that'd be cool. Because then I can use my phone to load up tapes as well. It'd probably be a good test too, just to see if I can just load stuff period from the deck. I should be able to, because I believe the connection is sound. Connection sound, and it's a data set deck thing. Because it uses audio, or kind of audio signal for data. And I think about this kind of game too, it doesn't really help with trying to look at chat, because you're going to have to always keep your eyes on the screen. And you can, like, even here with the music, when you start getting going really fast, that C64 hiccups a little bit. It lags a little bit behind. Oh, we're going too fast. Too fast. There we go. Slow down. No! Dang. We'll give it one more run here, then we'll move on to something else. I could certainly just sit here and chill and play this all day, but I think this is much more fun to play than to watch. Pretty much. Though the music is really rad. I guess, do you know how complicated that mod would be? I never even looked up that kind of mod for the tape deck. So it'd be good to know how deep you'd have to go with it. I'd probably have most of the parts on hand if it's just a matter of soldering a port in somewhere, but if it's anything more than that, like needing ICs and stuff, I would certainly have to order some parts. It's always fun running through the glass windows. So action-packed. Yeah, I think in the OG version of this game as well, on, again, I think it was mobile it was on. It may have been on like an actual other computer or indie release thing of some kind. But I think it had more effects and more things that could fly off the buildings and stuff, besides the birds. So I think they certainly captured a lot of the excitement of this game and just sort of the simplicity of the basically infinite runner in the C64 port. Yeah, so slow it down, calm ourselves down a little bit. Oh, I didn't want to slow myself down that time. Oh, that's okay. I'll speed up. Whoa! We got a good thing going. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh, dang, I knew that was going to come. I was like, maybe I can try to do it. Dang. Yeah. That was a good run there. Dang. What would a mod look like for that? C64 data set drive 3.5mm mod. Sure, I agree, whatever. So you need a data set, you need a 100 kilo ohm resistor, you need the jack, some speaker wire, and optional would be getting a 100 nanofarad or microfarad capacitor, and then a little PC speaker, which I have a PC speaker. So you open it up. It looks like you may have to get to the back of the... I don't think you have to get to the back. Cut the cable through the rubber grommet at the back of the dataset. Alright, so you're hacking into the actual cord for the dataset. You're soldering a cable on the bottom of the MOBO of the dataset. You put the resistor at a particular point. So I think you're hacking in, you solder positive and ground to those 2 points. And I think you used a capacitor there for the PC speaker. Yeah. Oh, I see. I think they didn't. They then just put the yeah, they cut the grommets and they run the cable through the same hole as they have the cable there. So I guess in their case, you know, instead of making like a female port on the data set, they just soldered like a speaker cable straight up out of there. So they just plug into a headphone jack. I probably want to actually put like a headphone jack into the deck so I can plug my own cable in. Yeah, so I think that would be kind of a cool thing to do. I would just need to have the, I'd probably need to get the speaker port, because I'd rather do that and just maybe attach that into the case somewhere. Then, yeah, get the resistor and the capacitor there, so then I can hook up the PC speaker and the actual cabling. Because again, like, it'd be handy to be able to hear what's going on. What's up, Travis? Oh no, my cooter valve! Oh no! Jeez! What happened to my cooter valve, man? Yeah, we're playing some Commodore 64, buddy. Because I just got it cleaned up out of my garage. I had a bunch of dirt and stuff on it. It was gross. I'm doing good. Oh shoot. I don't know if you've seen pictures of my son, but I have a kid now. I think you were gone before my son was born, so I'm a dad of a 19-month-old kid now. And me and my wife are doing good. Good times there. And just doing my usual cooking stuff and working, that sort of deal. How about yourself? What's new in your world, man? Yeah, so, well, yeah, Sam, I think that'd probably be a mod. I think the mod would be a good way to go. And I would want to do something that'd be, like, cleaner than just having a cord dangling out of the tape deck. That'd be my preference. I don't think it'd be super difficult to do, honestly. Yeah. Oh, that was excellent. Yeah, my kid's a cutie. It's nice. I don't have one of them ugly kids. If I had an ugly kid, man, I don't know. I'd be like, man, you got like any paper bags or something, you know? Just gotta cover that face up. He's got one of them like baby butter faces, you know? Can't have that. Nah, he's a cutie. Oh, yay, Mirror Express. Hooray! Good times. So does that mean you get a lot of credit for your job? Do you get to ask someone, hey, are you in charge? Oh, let's try something else here. We've done this game. Ugh. And this should be a Bomberman clone called Bombland 64. Yes, dumb dad jokes. I got them. Got all dumb jokes. Start game. Oh, can't accept them at work because it's Discover. This is a lot of text. Cool. When do I blow people up? Yay! Oh, and I got poisoned right away. Does it go away ever? Oh yeah, it did. Good. He just dodged. Oh, pro dodge there, man. Got him. Boop, boop, boop. Hot fire. Hot fire. I am still there. Yeah. It's a job, pays bills. Nothing especially glorious to brag about. Hey, I get time to do this at least once kiddo's in bed and such, so that's a big plus. Play games that interest me and hopefully kind of play through things I wouldn't get to otherwise, you know? Very good Tekken clone. Good item, good item. I'll take it. We don't want that poison. Away from me, poison. Yeah. What's up with poison stuff? Yay! We found our way out. Fun fact, on my TV, the overscan gets rid of the top bar a little bit. So that's cool. Thanks, TV. Oh, right on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit further north than I used to be when I started. I am a homeowner now. I got my own house. That's how I get to play all my stuff and have space for my things. Oh, does it? That's probably just the game then. Cutting off the top. Evil. Maybe it's the difference between using composite and RF. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's something weird with that. But yeah, so I'm actually, living a bit further north now of HQ and all of that. Got my own little home. It's nice. Actually, we decided to buy a home like a month before my son was born, so the whole moving and then followed by having newborn come in, that was just a trip. I would recommend not doing it that way. Got him. Oh, moving up the east side. I'm sorry, it's a plain apartment? No, it's a deluxe apartment in the sky. Oh, okay. I will take it then. Thank you very much. Got him. Get him! Get him! Yeah! No, look, we hit that up in October. So it's like October 29th. So, oh yeah, here's the timing. October 2019, get the house. November 2019, have kid. And then we go, 2019 was really rough. Spending the whole summer, like, looking for houses. Like, it took us a little bit to find a house. It's like spending all that time getting houses and all. Like, 2020 is going to be so much better. Yeah, then that didn't exactly happen the way that we wish it did. That was, yeah. Though my son Kirk, honestly, has been probably the easiest part of all of this. He's been a really good kid. Really easy kid. The poison spawns more enemies? What? Dude, poison sucks. You kidding me? Oh yeah, really intuitive password there. Like, let's just put the whole alphabet up. That sounds good. Great. That wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. That's okay. Got him. Something good there. I will go after it. Huh. Yay! More levels. Bomberman. On the Commodore 64? What? You chickens, you running away? Get 'em! Ooh. I'm fast. Ah. Thank you. Jeez. Yeah, they just... see ya, Travis. Good hearing from you, man. Boss time? Got him. No more bosses. Get out of here. Oh, that's the password. That's one of those passwords I wait till after the stream's done to look up. What's that? Just a piece of land? Are they like attracted to the fire? Or they just panic? I love how the flying ones run away. That's really cool, man. Got him. Ugh. See, those owl guys are pretty fun too. There we go. There's one more. I was getting juked. Oh, I touched him. Oh, and I just trapped myself. Good. Oh, done, Bomberman. I'm glad I get laughed at. That's great. John Madden football. Yay. It's the John Madden football. Good old Buble. Hey, I'm John Madden football. Time to play the game. Oh yeah, you go. You hold it down to go real fast, but you start it's gonna go slow. Let's see, some setup introduction. What's introduction? No, is that the introduction? Good to know. Let's do a quick game here of John Madden football. Squeak, 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 squeak. Let's say John Madden football definitely works out the floppy drive. So here I have to use my DRM wheel here. We have to match up a section, which is the first wheel, with a row, which is the second wheel. In this case, it's going to be section 1, row A. And then exposes some numbers as seats, and I put in the seat, which is seat 1. Which is not exactly lined up great, but it should be 4503. Yep. There we go. Yup. We're going to be visitors. We'll keep everything on. Conditions. Let's make it hot. And we say, okay. Yay, Apple II. Oh yeah, so I have a very funky setup for this right now. I have composite video and composite audio going to the TV. I'm gonna go heads. Yay! I'm gonna receive. And then I have, I have the composite. So I have composite video and audio going through a splitter. The splitter is having composite video and audio go to my TV, and then composite audio to my RetroTink. The RetroTink also has the S video signal, and then that output of the RetroTink is HDMI. That's going to my HDMI, my SCART to HDMI box, which also has HDMI input on it, to then just keep a long routing thing going to my computer for streaming. So it's just sort of the most convenient way to hook up a composite signal like that without having to string a big composite cable around and still use a lot of the existing setup I got. Oh, it got me. Well, yeah, and that's because the main setup is built to be SCART is split to go to the TV as component or as HDMI to the computer. And now I'm retrofitting in a composite signal. That's really what's happening there. It is complicated. I also have my play area has quite a bit of distance away from the actual capture computer. So that's part of it too. Oh yeah, I'm not exactly sure what play calling is here. Where's my offense? My offense. Can I do one? That's the default to play action. I do have decline that. Do you want to accept that? I do have Madden on DOS, and that's actually Madden Football 2, which is a revision of this game. Oh. I'm going to go to a toss to the left. Let's do this. Now for the quick game, which is the all-timers versus all-Madden team, you just need the program disk. Going in the drive. But if you want to do like, I think you can do sort of like a season or custom plays or custom teams You need to make actual floppy disks and have those act as data disks. So it gets complicated-ish. Yeah. You start throwing a lot of floppies around, which again, that's probably evidence of it being an Apple II port. Well, then again, there's a lot of other games too that would probably have multiple copies being made of floppies and such. Oh. Guess we're doing play action. Sure. Play action it is. We'll give it a go. I don't even know how you pass, though. We're gonna find out. Oh, I see. Huh. I threw that way far out. You see that target that comes up? That went way far out. Goodness. Sort of. You have very few plays to choose from. I mean, some of them are in the they are like named in the manual. I think there might be some designs of them too. Let's go with pass short. We're going to see if we can do this. So what should be is I click once to go into the stadium view, double click the fire button to bring up the target and the timer, and then move it to find a receiver. Didn't get him. Dang. So what's happening is for much of how the game functions, you are having to do a double click on the fire button, because again, all you have for the Commodore 64 is going to be, wow, this looks like a 2-button controller. It's not really true. It's more like this guy. We have 8 directions and a fire button, and that's it. So for some of this, it's press the fire button once to go to this kind of screen, and then double click it like I am right now to do a different screen. So you get a lot of that going on. And then you have looks like a quickness meter and a strength, or a quickness bar and a strength bar when you start running. Oh, maybe I got sacked. Dang it. Defense was offsides? Yeah, stupid defense. What you doing? Can't be going offsides. Duh. Alright, so then for running plays, you wait for the handoff to happen. And then joystick controls the runner. You press and hold the joystick button if you want to use your quickness when the bar runs out, so that's your reserve of quickness. Remember that controlling your runner with the joystick when you use your quickness. Learn to follow blocks and stay out of traffic. So it's 4th and 7. I'll go for a quick pass because we can. So there's a little bit to this. I think it's a game I could get used to. It helps having this kind of controller as opposed to the Atari controller, for sure. Oh, I caught it. Ha ha! Pass the ball. Woohoo! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. First down, 23-yard pass. You can't be blitzing me on the long pass, baby. Let's go. That's all for first down. I think that was my first actual completed pass I did on purpose in John Madden football. So that's an accomplishment. Let's try a run to the right. Let's try this here running stuff. And I hold the joystick button, the fire button, when I want to actually use my quickness. I just got to follow my blocks. That's what John Madden says. Well, that didn't work out because I had a guy following me most of the way. I don't know if my quickness could have gotten past him. So I tried cutting back to the left, and that worked out worse. I lost, 5, 6 yards? 4 yards. Okay. I'm playing John Madden football, and it makes sense. Yeah, I will say this game just makes more sense than what Monday Night Football had going on. I mean, it's a little... Well, even like the double tap button thing, that's actually... They have some of that going on in the Amiga version, too, which is more modeled after some of the Genesis console releases. I'm not going to say I'm a big fan of that kind of double-click thing. Oh, the crowd goes mild. The crowd goes mild. That's another 21-yard pass. That's a first down. Yeah. I think Monday Night Football could be something I could get used to playing. I won't say I could get good at playing it, but I can get used to playing it. This, I definitely feel much more comfortable with. Just at least on the onset of picking a play, and even though I don't see how it's exactly run right away, I can look at that in the future too, because there is a whole play designer thing here. So I can even play with making my own plays and stuff. We can really get into this. Dude. We were even off sides and he still missed the block. Thanks. How many yards did I lose on that? I mean, it makes sense. I lose a down and I still lost. 6-yard loss. Oh, yeah, it is. Cool, man. And I will say, when doing this through RF before, it was really difficult to see the football and see like who was moving where. Working through composite, and I'm sure it looks even better through S-Video, it's not that bad to see. So, hey, that's cool. Going back to the long pass, our bread and butter. You missed. You had it. You had it. I had you. They were doing run defense. I had you. It's you and me, man. 3rd and 16. Terrific. I would still wonder how, if I were to design my own plays, how those exactly get set up. If it's something where I could Like I'd be replacing existing plays here or what? I maybe have to double click my fire button a bit differently because it was not bringing up my prompt. Cool. Cool. Of course we're going to go for it. Punt. No. But yeah, and that I believe was a selling point for the Madden games on the onset, was that the all Madden team, this like historic team sort of thing. Like you can play any football simulation, but we have historical data and guys you can pick. Get the ball. I don't care if you're defended. You catch that ball. Don't drop my ball. You drop my ball. Dang. But yeah, that's kind of John Madden football, folks. So now we're going to go to GFL Championship Football, which has, again, what kills me is having these thick manuals. I'm like, how much do I have to learn to play this game? They got championship baseball and football and basketball and golf and Mind Shadow. What's Mind Shadow? Oh, it looks like a text-based adventure where you can die because, you know, everything tries to kill you. And it's on the C64 also. Sweet. What wonderful things here. Just, oh, they got Mahjong. Oh, why don't we have Mahjong on the freaking Commodore 64? What have I been doing? I could have been doing it the whole time. And Labyrinth? With David Bowie? What have we been playing here? It's garbage. We could have been playing this other stuff the whole time. Just playing straight garbage the entire time. Oh, hey, Scott Orr's here too. Okay, so Scott Orr did GFL Championship Football. I think I already read that from the back, so I'm just remembering from me reading this same box before. I'll stop now. Okay, looks like we wrote this up the same way as most. Lodestar 8-1. Star accesses our wild card for the applications finding on the disk. 8 is the, I think, the device identifier for the floppy drive, and 1, I think it's command to just execute. Oh, yeah, sound effects. Ooh, there we go. Sweet. So I will say, VMAX! I will say that John Madden Football is not a glamorous looking game, but it does play really well. Like, straight up. This season intro one, maybe not. But yeah, so yeah, just because we have nice looking graphics doesn't mean it's gonna make for a good game, right? Go one player, 4 minute division. I see we have all the football teams here of the Whales, the Cowpokes, the Pirates, the Redbirds. Oh, the Midgets. Fantastic. Oh, we're going to go with, I guess, the Mules. They sound fine. Against who looks terrible? The Mustangs look terrible. This one's got a bit more shine to it. Until you pick the Midgets, then that just, yeah. Are there worse kinds of names to have out there? Sure. Well, that's pretty cool. I like the first thing. That's kind of neat. I'm going to go to power right. Illegal motion? Whoa. Interesting. What? Alright, this is not like straight up simulation, I can tell you that much right now. That should have been a pretty good gain. 8-yard gain. This is just like real life. So that's how we run. How do we pass? Let's see what a pass looks like, I guess. How's that third down still? I guess let's do a blast right still. I mean, yeah, it plays all right. Six-yard loss. Oh, lordy. Let's see what happens with this. Yeah, it feels like a VR football game. What? What's defense going to be like? Oh, wow. I am a game star. So, yeah. That is GFL Championship football. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep. That does feel like. I don't know if I did or not. I don't know if I caught it. I was surprised. I was surprised how arcadey it is, but it definitely feels like some VR football games I've played on the Rift, where it's more about sort of isolating those particular singular skill position experiences instead of having like a cohesive simulation. I think of it's kind of like the pack-in sports game that came with the Rift, because they had like a collection of different sports titles with it. It is the weird. You accomplished the weird. Now we're going to look at John Elway football, or John Elway quarterback, by Trade West. So we're moving up from Data East to Trade West, folks. All the arcade hitters. We got pamphlets for days. Oh, yes. And loading instructions, of course. It's probably using port 1 for this. Okay, 1 second. John Elway? What? John Elway, quarterback. Not even football, just quarterback. Oh, shoot. What'd you say? Load JEQ. I mean, I'm glad all the floppies work. That's pretty cool so far. But we certainly have a variety of takes on what a football game could be or should be. That being some sort of arcadey sim experience, to more number crunching, to just pure mini games associated with a given position. Probably the only one that was really not great so far was the ABC Monday Night Football. Just because it was a bit of a bear to try to learn. I think if I spent a little more time with it, it'd probably be a lot better. Most enjoyment so far is probably between GFL football and John Madden. And that's with having tried some of the iMagic one before, and I haven't done too much with Super Bowl Sunday yet. Oh, right on. Yeah, and
Welcome,
oh my God,
John Elway's quarterback.
that is loud. Yeah, in Blood Bowl, because I know how sophisticated folks can get in that, and how complex different strategies can be in Blood Bowl. That's kept me away from it initially. But I have some like digital copies of Blood Bowl on like the PSP, I think, which aren't even the best iterations of it, but still. Yeah, but just like the idea of trying to abstract away some of what's probably kind of core fun parts of American football into something that's a little more like heightened in terms of heightened realism, like orcs and all kinds of fantasy things just sort of beating each other up and slaughtering each other on a field. And turn-based games are sweet, no doubt. I love me some turn-based games, some tactics games. Eventually, I will get into Blood Bowl, but it's kind of like it's a, I guess it's more of like a Games Workshop thing where it has such a lineage and such a core audience that's it's intimidating to me to really jump into. On top of potential investment, like with any kind of TCG or collectible game or minis game, that's always kind of the back of my mind too. It's like, oh, am I gonna have to pay a lot for this game? Like, am I gonna get hooked and then just start buying all the figures? That's that kind of thing. But that shouldn't keep me from trying it either. And so that's why I've gone to more some of the digital versions first, just because it's a nice safe area. Probably not all the real high level players are playing the digital version. I can dip my toe in a little bit playing AI, screw up a few times, things like that. But then with like the American football games like this, partly it started as both seeing how there were so many of the games out there, especially with Madden, seeing that the pricing of that stayed low compared to other retro games, and assuming that there's a complexity I didn't understand just because I hadn't actually played it or really gotten into it. Now let's go for one. I know, and just Warhammer alone, people be all about that business. There. Dang, joystick, you make me be deliberate now. We'll go with this one. Oh, my social also. Sure. 1901. Believeland. Oh, yeah, Mutant League Football. Yeah, so it's from the same makers as the 90s Madden games. But they're like, all right, but we're going to have like skeleton teams and like undead teams and all that. And it's not like Blood Bowl, but it's not turn-based. It's still real-time. But you just get all the traps and bribing refs and all that in real time. And everyone's like a caricature. Well, again, Blood Bowl does the same thing, where everyone's kind of a caricature of real players, things like that. Just start the game. I don't need to know how it's played. Let me just go in and sure. People play in the arcades, so it's got to be, easy. Maybe I just play as a quarterback. Same as real life football game. After kickoff, got 4 downs. Choose a play. Snap the ball. So I do play defense in this too. I don't just play quarterback. All right. I am in command. That is the takeaway. I am in command. But yeah, Mutant League Football is streamlined, real-time, arcadey, Blood Bowl. Yeah, it's a good time. And then there was a newer variant of it called, what was it? Because I have it on the Switch. That was like an indie release. It's not called Mutant League Football, but it's some variation of those words mixed around in some way to keep from copyright infringement. And you see, you get nickel defense packages here in football, man. Pretty much you're wanting more linebackers. I believe it's kind of like you call them nickel backs, but that's pretty much what you're doing is, you're having fewer defensive linemen, more linebackers. and kind of going for more coverage or delayed blitzes at that point. Okay. Hey, one thing too, like was a 10-yard fight on the NES, and that was a pretty early football game too. That's gonna be a touchback. Okay. Um. Oh man, this thing does not go easy. Play selection's pretty easy so far. The joystick movement is a bit stiff. Well, I got tackled. That clock is moving so dang fast. It's like the clock moves fast and everyone moves slowly up to the line. Get to the controls. Screw it. I'm just running it, boys. John Elway's got this. You can't stop the Elway train. Woo, 9-yard gain. Well, I guess I'm Cleveland technically, so who would I be at this point? I guess. I forget. No, I'd be earlier than him too. Yeah, they have some nice little graphical touches in this, it seems. Why would I... There we go. Shotgun formation. Let's see if I can pass it. Yeah, you're telling me what the plays are, but I need to know like how to, throw it. Did I throw it? Probably not. Yeah. I think I sort of figure out how to pass. I hold down the fire button and I aim. Play zone defense. Yeah, it's certainly a modern perspective. That's pretty cool. Using the Atari joystick sucks. He just got tired. Got all tuckered out. Four-yard gain. I'll go with the blitz. Sure. It's got 2 left. Screen pass. Get him. Well, they may have had some guys ready to... Yeah. Dang it. Well, I guess when you blitz and everyone is open, they're jumping up and down and dancing. They just kick the ball way over there? Like, you just don't care? Dang. Dang. Alright, boys. Little guys all tuckered out. Just need a little nap, Peruski. He's like, I'm tired. I'm just gonna lay my head down here for a bit, and y'all just keep on enjoying yourselves there. Some football. Did he miss it? Did you just miss that kick? I don't think. Yeah, just the shadows for like the direction of the sun, I guess. Prepare for kickoff. Let's try this again, guys. Just got. Get up there. No, we're taking it out of the end zone. We're doing this. Okay. 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 We're gonna do looky. Just do it all for the looky. Come on, the looky. Yeah, jokes, jokes, old man jokes. Oh my god, I made a pass. Yeah! I made a pass! Yay! Let's go! Set. Was that a pass? I thought I was doing a handoff there, but I guess I wasn't. So, cool. Glad the pass worked. Let's go bomb. Let's bomb it out. Set. Hut. Hut. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Oh, go back for the ball. Yeah! Yeah! We're just passing it on people now. Because who needs strategy when you just launch at 10 yards? Call me Tom Brady. I'm just dunk these 10-yard balls. Once you understand how to play the game, it gets real fun. I don't quite understand how runs work yet. Oh, no. I don't think I did that one right. Oh, right on. Okay, what up, CJ? Yeah, I had no idea who it was. Like, I miss hanging out with you. I'm like, I don't know who that is, so we're just going to keep on playing football. Yeah, yeah. Good times. Yeah, still playing old games, man. What's new in your world? We're gonna go for this play action pass. Oh, we got him dead to rights. Except he misses the ball. Bro, you were open. What are you doing? We tricked him with the play action. We had it. We had it. And then maybe I didn't throw it towards the route like I should have. Okay, wait for the play to develop. Oh, crap. I double tapped when I shouldn't double tapped. Well, there goes the ball. Yep. Did we stop him? Okay. I double tapped when I shouldn't have, and I had a guy wide open. Dang. All right. That's John Elway, quarterback. Not bad. All right. That's true, Sam. At least someone caught it. That's fair. Let's see if I can switch these controllers out. I'd much rather use the pad. But also newer games. Lots and lots of games. Yeah, I'm still trying to play games. It's certainly other responsibilities kind of get in the way. Hence the streaming. You know, streaming kind of helps force me to make more time for games and that kind of enjoyment. You know what I mean? It's just adulting, man. This is going to be Touchdown Football. Touchdown Football was published by EA before John Madden Football. Distributed by EA. I don't know if they actually did any kind of publishing, but certainly distributed. Ugh. Touchdown Football. Yeah, I think we got some celebrations happening this later October. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's fun being a dad. It's good times. He's a cutie patootie. I like it. 5-minute quarters. Now this looks like Atari football, if I ever saw it, or like anything from the honestly ColecoVision. This looks like the football games I play on the ColecoVision. But yeah, October should be exciting. I'm hoping we can make it out. We should be able to make it out. Jess Kirk and I, it'll kind of depend on music. It'll kind of depend on where we're at in terms of scheduling with work and with other trips. No, that's just easy. Okay, just follow my blockers. Except no one blocks, never mind, just kidding. Cool. It's like a wishbone. I have to do the whole play? Oh, jeez. Okay, this isn't like that. Like wishbone formation, which is a formation used for some football stuff. Let's go I right, I left. I formation to the right. Safety valve left. Sideline left. Straight. Do I have any running plays in this? This is all just passing. Oh, it's just the quarterback. Only the quarterback is. Okay. Left receiver. Streak. Offensive line. Block to the right. Why didn't you keep... It forced me to have to know these routes real quick. Let me tell you. Okay, go slot right still. Left receiver. Sideline left. Right receiver. Safety valve right. That's a blocking straight. I don't know how passing, like the direction of passing works. Ooh. So I have to control the receiver. That's a big part of it. Okay. Yeah, it has a big focus on routes, honestly. Let's do a tight right. Got him. Sir, you're eating dirt right now. Just letting you know. Yeah, really, right now, probably the only not great game out of the bunch is ABC Monday Night Football so far. Did I just intercept it? I think I just did. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. Give me some user interception. Slot left. Go flag post. Sideline right. There we go. Yeah, I gotta figure out how the passing works here. Split T again. Sideline left, right receiver. Streak route that, honestly. Block to the right, boys. Yeah. At least I got the pass off before I got sacked. Slot right. Left receiver. Streak. Right receiver. Post to the right. Straight blocking. Overload the right side. Oh. All right. Have a good night, CJ. Thanks for showing up on the stream and checking things out a little bit. Appreciate it. It's just shotgun straight up. Post to the right. Right receiver. Sideline right. Offensive blocking on the left. Yeah, I guess the only thing is like trying to figure out like you can't really run in this. It's fun to cover receivers. It's fun to play defense. It feels like. Or he's doing goal line. Yeah. We had you covered, buddy. Yes, it is. Especially because when I throw the ball, I'm not exactly sure who it's being thrown to all the time. Splits them. Let's do it. I should have covered him. But I didn't. Again, touchdown football. Not a bad little game here, folks. Everything's pretty simple to control. Just, there's some side effects to that. After the QB passes, your joystick will control the designated receiver who must move in position. Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't know who... Okay, so here's how passing works. I had to read through the Commodore 64 specific stuff. You either pass to two receivers. A single click goes to the one closest to the bottom of the screen. Double click will go to the one closest to the top of the screen. That's what I got. Oh, he's got it. I think he's got it. Yep. So, single click, bottom of the screen receiver, double click, top of the screen receiver. That's how this works. I got one quarterback and two receivers and a line to hopefully block. Hey, no good. Woo! You suck kicking. Eat my shorts. And again, the way this game is, it's not completely destroying my disk drive. It's loaded into memory and it's just running. It works well within its boundaries of the Commodore 64 memory space. It's not going, oh, let me offload a bunch of stuff. Well, it's a much simpler game too. He did do a little dance, didn't he? Alright, boys. Help me out. Got this as a 25. That's respectable. Okay, so double clicks top, single clicks bottom. Split T. Left receiver, go to post left. Right receiver, streak. Straight. And we're going to try a single click for the right receiver. Or left receiver. Oh, I did do the one I want anyway. Yeah, double click for top. Got it. 4-yard gain. Yay. Slot right. Left receiver. Post left. Right receiver. Streak. That right receiver is gonna go. Oh, I should have kept him going. He had it. He had his man beat. I stopped him though. It was a good play. Yeah, it does feel like if you just call this backyard football, yeah, we're drawing up in the sand here. Strong left. Block, no pass. Streak. All right, so I have one receiver here. The other one's blocking. Oh, yeah, we ran the streak. We said, yeah. Oh, gotta juke you out of your boots? Nope. Let's go, boys. Big time pass. Big boy pass. All right, so we're going to go with slot right, strong right, okay? We're going to try a run play here. So what happens is I set up both receivers as blockers, and then we're blocking to the right. Nah, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. How many yards did I lose there? 2 yards. But I think that's how you have to do a run play, is you set your receivers up as blockers. Slot left. Post to the right. Again, receiver straight. Okay. Can get to my quarterback in time. Ha 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 ha. 6 yards to go. All right, guys. 6 yards. We can get this. Let's do slot left again. That was good. Yeah, flag post left. Safety valve right. Straight blocking. Yeah, that's enough for a first down, I think. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Shotgun formation. Streak. Streak. Straight. Let's go. Straight up, just streaking routes. Let's go. Oh, 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 oh. Keep it going. I don't know if we can call it timeout. Incomplete pass. That's all right. Want to stop the clock, right? Yep. That's what it was. Just throw it away. Block to the left. Let's go. It should be single click. That pass was short. Boo. Come on, guys. Just run the streaks like we practiced. We're going to go for a blitz. What that did, I think that's how you do an audible or something. I think I just don't have the arm strength to get him. That's what's happening there. Okay, cool. That's touchdown football. All right. Oh, so we have some football games, ladies and gentlemen. Which means we have some football games we got to play through and get to know a little bit better. All that good stuff. And we'll be doing that later on. Won't be this week. I will not be available Friday for the Friday stream. So we'll continue this the following week. I'm thinking doing like maybe a Monday football stream or Monday sports game stream. Then Friday is for our big boy games like Star Control 2 and all that. So yeah, hopefully we will just like pick up the Maddening again on Mondays, I'm thinking. And a lot of these games turn out pretty well. There's still a few football games I haven't touched yet. There's more that Sam had gifted very kindly, and there's other ones that I have in the bin that I just haven't touched yet. So we have a plethora of material to go through. And we might even start with a lot of this early stuff. I was thinking about calling it Madden Night Football. Or Monday Night Maddening. Things of that nature, right? Wouldn't call it ABC Monday Night Football. I love the history that gives about Monday Night Football in there, but the game is not the best right now. We may be able to get used to it, you know? But yeah, but that's basically it for the stream, I think. So, yeah, we'll have some football games to go through, and we'll try to make good use of it. So, yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, that's it for tonight. It's late. And I got like work stuff and whatnot. But we got to explore some of the Commodore 64 more again. I got to show that everything works real good. I think the only thing with Madden is I have to double check if I can actually write floppies on the drive there. Just because that was a sad Monday Night Football. Oh, dang. SAD. But, yeah, I remember last time trying to make discs for Madden that it was unable to write the discs for whatever reason. So, I'm hoping with the cleaning and things I did to the drive, that's all sorted now. We'll see. But anyway, that's it for tonight. For those of you who joined the stream, appreciate it. Appreciate the chatting and talks and such. For those of you watching after the fact, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out some of the Commodore 64 stuff we did tonight. A lot of it was a football game bin, but we had a couple of kart games that were some homebrew that was nice to kind of go through. And I really like the computer. It's a fun computer to mess around with, not just with games, but even to program on, just because if you're doing basic, you have the interpreter right there, and otherwise you're just injecting instructions into memory and then say, okay, execute at this point now. Just and it gives you a lot to mess around with, and eventually, if you want to, even boot from and such. So, anyway, appreciate it. Have a good night. NFGL Live, signing off. Play games. Like, subscribe, follow, gems, all of it.